Hey, what's up, people? Piz out here, and today I want to talk to you guys about the post-apocalyptic action, adventure, sci-fi, comedy, whirling dervish that is Turbo Kid. And let me set up Turbo Kid for you. The world has been turned into a barren wasteland by acid rain, a nuclear winter. This is the future, the movie says. The year is 1997. Cue 80s music, cue a kid riding around the wasteland on a BMX bike. Are you sold already? I certainly was. And that is Turbo Kid. The movie's about this young kid living in the wasteland. He dons the guise of a comic book hero in order to save the girl and take down the evil overlord of the wasteland, played by Michael Ironside, by the way. Throw in just over the top gore everywhere. Throw in some extraordinarily lovable characters, a great script, a great looking movie, and you have Turbo Kid, a truly, truly entertaining, super fun, retro 80s film. And I think the movie was actually fan funded. I think this was like a GoFundMe maybe, or like an indie, whatever it's called, indie pop or whatever, when you raise money for an indie film. I'm not exactly sure of the specifics there, but this was a fan funded film. It's directed by 3 French Canadian guys, and I'm not even going to attempt to say their names because it will not, they will be butchered worse than some of the characters in this film were. But they do so much with so little. This was really a shoestring budget, but for such a shoestring budget, the film looks phenomenal, I think. The acting is fantastic. The effects in the movie, oh my god, there is so much blood. Geysers and geysers of blood. People being like cut into quarters with a circular saw blades flying around everywhere. A gnome duct taped onto a baseball bat used as a weapon. Basically a power glove that shoots this energy-based weapon at people, and they burst into just blood and body parts flying everywhere. One guy has his intestines attached to a bicycle, and they ride the bicycle, and the guy's guts just come flying out. And did I mention that Michael Ironside is in this movie? And did I mention that this movie is 80s retro inspired and does an excellent job of feeling like an 80s movie? You've got that great 80s synth pop kind of soundtrack in the movie as well. Needless to say, I absolutely loved Turbo Kid. I've stumbled across these great 2015 movies. Of course, now it's 2016, and I really wish I had saw them during 2015, because if I were to do a best of 2015 list, certainly Turbo Kid would be on that list somewhere. It's kind of like Rad meets Cyborg with some Mad Max thrown in there. The characters are all fantastic. The acting is phenomenal. The kid who plays Turbo Kid does an outstanding job. The actress who plays Apple, oh my god, just love Apple. Love Apple. Great performance by her. Michael Ironside, of course, looking very sort of Marlon Brando-ish from Island of Dr. Moreau in the film. I remember when I first saw like the poster for Turbo Kid, and I saw his face on it, I was like, is that Brando? That looks like Brando from like Island of Dr. Moreau. What is going on? And then I found out, of course, it's Michael Ironside, and I was like, well, I'm sold. I am sold. I really cannot say enough great things about Turbo Kid. Great characters. Everybody rides around the wasteland on bicycles. So there's lots of great bicycle chases in the movie to the sound of 80s synth music. Great stuff. Like I said, over the top, just great looking, practical special effects, blood everywhere in this film. Fantastic performances, lovable characters, a great looking movie, just a great ode to this kind of 80s style music, movie. And we've seen a lot of, movies that are trying to capture the look and the feel of an 80s movie. And it's by people who've seemingly never even seen an 80s movie. They just think, hey, if we have some nudity and we have some, a lot of blood, then that's the 80s, right? And some, clothes with wild colors and people with poofy hair. That was the 80s, wasn't it? Well, no. I mean, and not to say that this movie, was the 80s or anything like that, but it just, I don't know, it just felt that way to me. It was kind of the, when I talk about 80s movies, I talk about that there was this weird purity to those films, even though, they, pure may not be the first word that springs to mind for a lot of people, but there was like an innocence to those movies. And there was an innocence to this film as well. I highly recommend Turbo Kid. Just a great movie. Highly, highly entertaining. Tons of fun. I really can't think of anything even nitpicky to say bad about it. Kudos to the directors of this film for getting it financed and for making such a really highly entertaining and well-made film on a very shoestring budget. I can't say enough good things about Turbo Kid. If you've not seen Turbo Kid, by all means, go out, find it, watch it. You'll thank me later. If you've seen Turbo Kid, please let me know what you thought of it in the comments section below. If you've not seen it, watch it, come back, and let me know what you thought of it in the comments section below. I think you will be you'll be very happy that you checked the film out. Anyway, as always, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace.